Okay everyone, welcome back to Tammy's Yarn House, and today's tutorial is on this very easy baby blanket. And it's very simple, works up really fast. It is a 1-row repeat. I put a very simple border on this, so gather your stuff, let's get started. Okay, here we go. Got our things. If I hadn't already said it before, this yarn is Mandala Baby, and it's in the colorway Diagon Alley. I think I got it at Walmart. I'm not sponsored by Walmart or the yarns. I think I just remember that it was less than $5 a skein, so, you know, it went in my shopping cart. And it's a light 3. It's a number 3 light, and it does want you to recommend to use a number 5 hook. And that's what I'm using, is a number 5. Normally I go up a size with baby blankets, but this is meant for babies, and it's very soft, and it gives it, if you stay with the recommended hook size, it gives it this little puffy appearance. And so I stuck with that. I didn't go up a hook size on that one. You'll also need something to measure your chain so you can get to the length you want, or the width of that you want, and a pair of scissors, tapestry needle at the very end. So let's go. This is worked in multiples of 4 plus 2. So chain up a multiple of 4 for however long you want a project to be, then add 2. Meet me back here and we will go with the first row. I'm only going to do a swatch today, so I think I'm only going to do 20. And here we are. I've got my 20 chains, and I'm going to add 2. The first row is we are going to work in the second chain from the hook. Remember, what's on our hook never ever counts. And let's turn our work and do a single crochet in this second chain from the hook. Chain 2. And we're going to go right back into this space, and we're going to work 4 double crochets into that same space. So that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, all in that same space. Then we are going to skip 3, and we're going to do it again. So skip 3. 1, 2, 3, and in that fourth one we're going to do a single crochet, chain 2, and go right back in that same space and put 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and is that 4? Yep, that's 4. Single, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And don't worry if these get stretched out. They'll eventually come back together, and don't worry about that. All right, and that's what we're going to do all the way to the end. So skip 3, 1, 2, 3. In that fourth one, single crochet, chain 2, and 4 double crochets into that same space. So do that all the way down your chain, and meet me at the end, and I'll show you how to turn your work. What was that, 3? We got 1 more. Okay. Meet me at the end, and I'll show you what to do then. And here we are at the end. You know that your count is correct if you've got 4 chains left, and we're going to anchor this down with a single crochet in the very last chain. And it's okay if you've, only got 3 chains left or 5 chains, if your count's just a, one off. This is a forgiving blanket on the starting row, and I wouldn't take apart your whole row if you've got 35 inches of, this blanket just because you're missing one or one is extra here. It's forgiving. It'll all come out in the wash when you put a border around this. Okay, so we're going to end with a single crochet. Then we're going to chain 3, turn your work, and in that single crochet right here, in that stitch, we're going to put 2 double crochets. And this is how you are going to begin each of your rows. This right here is your row repeat, the row we're doing right now. So when you chain 3 and turn your work, you're going to immediately put 2 double crochets into that first stitch. And from here on out, we're going to be working into these chain 2 spaces. You remember the single crochet and the chain 2 from the row below? We're going to be working into these spaces. And y'all, when we work into the spaces, this blanket is going to work up so fast. And we're going to do the same thing. Single crochet, chain 2, and we're going to go back into this space and put 4 double crochets. And this is your row repeat right here. So every time you turn your work, this is what you're going to do. Let me see, that's 3, 4, and you're going to start out with 2 double crochets, and in these spaces, anchor it down first with a single crochet, chain 2 to make that space for us to work into, and then go back in with your 4 double crochets. And do this all the way down your blanket, and meet me at the end. I'm only a couple of I didn't make the swatch that big, so if you want to stick with me, you can stick with me or fast forward. 1, 2, 3. Make sure my count's right. Yep, 4. And we've got one more little cluster to go. Anchor that down with a single crochet, chain 2, and 4 double crochets into this space. 3, 4. And how we're going to end is in this single crochet, chain 2 space, right in this space, we're going to just anchor that down with a single crochet. And this is what row 2 is going to look like. And you see how you have your double crochets going one way, and in the next row they go the other way, and this is what that looks like. And this second row, that is your row repeat that you're going to do, and you're always going to chain 3 and turn your work. Remember, these are constants. You are always going to double crochet 2 times into that single crochet space, and then just start working in your spaces, in your chain 2 spaces. Anchor it with a single crochet, chain 2, and put 4 double crochets into those spaces. And that's it, y'all. That's what this pattern is. And stick with me, and I will show you how to put a border on this and where to go, because you're going to end up with an awkward, you see how it's zigzagged at the top, and it's going to look a little awkward. So it's not like you have a straight for a border. So stick with me, and I'll show you how to put a border on this blanket. Here we are at the very end, our last row, and we're getting ready to do our border. We are going to anchor this down with a single crochet. Okay, and what we're going to do is, you'll see these spaces. Let's see if we can get this. Let me zoom in a little bit and show you. Okay, you see these spaces, these right here? That's where we're going to anchor with a single crochet. We're going to do a chain 3, and we're going to anchor at the bottom of that with a single crochet. Chain 3, we're going to anchor that with a single crochet. That's where we're going to go into. Chain 3, single crochet, All right, and what we're doing is we're making a foundation for our little ruffle that we're going to put around the end of it. Okay, so we're going to go into the bottom here, anchor that with a single crochet, and then we're going to chain 3, and we're going to go to this little down here at the bottom, come on, anchor that with a single crochet, chain 3 down here at the bottom, anchor that with a single crochet, chain 3, and do this all the way down, and I'll meet you at the corner and I'll show you what to do at the corner. Okay, here we are at the end, and this is our beginning chain row. This one is going to be done a little bit differently than the rest because we just have these open from our beginning chain, and so we're going to go into this space with a single crochet, chain 3, and go right back into it with a single crochet. And we can leave our tail over here. We'll weave it in a little bit when we're done. Okay, we're going to chain 3, and to make this easy, just skip over to the next space and anchor that down and chain 3, because it can be really difficult and you're going to frustrate yourself to death by trying to get into these chains. If you want to, you can, but it's not going to make any difference one way or the other as far as how it looks. It's still going to look the same. So you chain 3, just skip over into the next space, anchor that down, chain 3, skip over. All right, do this all the way down. Meet me at your next corner and I'll show you how to turn that one again. Here we are at our next corner. We've chained 3 and we're going to go into this space right here with a single crochet, chain 3. This is what our corners will be, and go back into the same space with a single crochet. So the corner of your foundation is going to be a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. Then we're going to chain 3, and we're going to do exactly what we did on the other side. We're going to go to the bottom of here and slip that in there, anchor that down with a single crochet. Well, we got to go, it'd be good if we went into the actual stitch. So make sure you go into the stitch, not the space, because then you're going to have a big hole there and it's just not going to look right. So go into the actual, there we go. And anchor that down, chain 3, go to the bottom of your next one, right? Anchor this down, go into the actual stitch, and do this all the way down your work. All right, here we are. We've just turned our corner and we've put a single crochet, chain 3, and a single crochet into this corner stitch. And so here's how we're going to do this row at the top here. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, and in this space right here, you don't have to worry about going into a stitch. Go into the actual space and anchor that with a single crochet, then chain 3, and this is the top. This is the top of our project where we had just got done doing this row, and this is how you do the top of it. And you go into that space and anchor that with a single crochet and chain 3, See that? Go in there, anchor that, single crochet, chain 3. So do that all the way down and meet me here for when we're going to finish our border, and I'll show you the next step. Here we are at the very end of our foundation row, and we're going to chain 3, and we're going to go into this chain space right here. We're going to anchor this down with a single crochet, chain 3 because that we're in a corner, go back into this stitch with a single crochet. And what this border is you can really put whatever border you want to now that you have your foundation around here, and you know, you can be creative. What I did was put a nice low profile ruffle, and it's going to consist of 5 double crochets. You're going to anchor that right above your single crochet. You're going to put another single crochet right there, and it's going to be 5 doubles, single crochet on top of that single crochet, 5 doubles, single top. See what I mean? In the corners though, to make your corners pop and stand out, you'll put 7 double crochets into each of your corners, and that'll make your corners pop out a little bit more. But this is a very low profile. This blanket already has a lot going on with it, and so I put a very low profile border around this. So let me show you what that looks like real quick, and then you guys can do what you want to with your border. So that's 4, and here's 5, and we're going to anchor this down with a single crochet, and I'm going to go straight into the next foundation with your 5 doubles again. Four and 5, and let's anchor this down again, single crochet right here, and you see how that's becoming a little low profile, just a little bump, and you'll have the 7 double crochets in the corner. So it's 5 double crochets, single crochet, 5 double crochets, single crochet, and the single crochet from the row below, and that's how you're going to do this border. I hope y'all had fun doing this project. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and support my work. Consider subscribing to my channel and set your notification bell so that you'll be notified when I put out a new video. Okay, y'all have fun. Happy crocheting.